RSPCA's urgent message to anyone with a pet. An animal rescue charity issues an urgent message to households as thousands give up their pets during the cost of living crisis. Rescue centres across the UK are reportedly reaching crisis point, and the RSPCA is no different. As their own bills skyrocket and rehoming numbers drop, they are also seeing an increase in abused and neglected animals. Just this month, the Echo reported on 2-year-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier Ann, who was found whimpering and tied to a tree in Anfield. She had been abandoned there after not long given birth, prompting an urgent appeal from the charity. To stay up to date with latest top stories, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. In April, 5-year-old Shar Pei Daisy was taken in by the Wirral branch after being left to die in a back garden, having scratched herself bald. But as there is a sharp rise in dogs needing homes, pet expert Jane Tyson said a common misconception is that families think getting a dog will be easy. Having also seen a sharp rise in small animals needing new homes, she said the common misconception there is people think they are good pets for children. She told the Echo, "We are seeing rise in dogs, particularly larger dogs and dogs, more challenging behavioral issues, but it's not just dogs." Surprisingly to some, we see lots of smaller animals like rabbits and guinea pigs. We think that's from the pandemic, and there are lots of misconceptions out there that they make good pets for children, when actually they are quite complex and do have specific needs. They also breed very quickly, so too can quickly become 22. But as more people reach out for support, or the charity is called to urgent cases of neglect, the rescue centers themselves are nearing crisis point. Jane added, "We are stretched definitely and breaking ourselves for more. We are getting more calls. Every day our waiting lists are growing, and it's becoming a very difficult situation." But despite the struggles, Jane urges people to not suffer in silence and reach out to charities and vets for support, whether financial or emotional. She said, "Don't struggle on your own. There are payment plans with vets. We have pet food banks. It's well worth reaching out to organizations in your area. If people struggle to look after their pets, that's when neglect sets in. Don't let it get to that point. I wouldn't want people to feel like they are alone." Sadly, as the cost of living increases, people just can't afford to look after their pet. But if you are thinking about getting a pet, do your research first. It's not just financial, but you have to give time as well and care for the rest of their lives. Equally, we are struggling also. Our bills are rising, which puts pressure on our resources. All of this comes after the pandemic, where we saw high numbers of people buy on impulse. Now they are realizing what they've taken on. Last year, the charity in total rescued 7,412 dogs, 11.9% more than the 6,624 in 2020, 7.1% more rabbits and 6% more other pets. More information can be found on the RSPCA website. Pet welfare expert Dr. Samantha Gaines added, "It's really concerning to see that animals are staying in our care for longer, and that less are being rehomed year on year. Unfortunately, we believe we're really starting to see the devastating impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the cost of living crisis."